First law, discovery of the endowment. The limits of magnetic endowment latent in every normal person emerge only through prolonged effort in the culture of magnetism. Second law, difficult environment. Magnetism develops in direct proportion to the difficulty of the environment. Third law, magnetic intention. Magnetism evolves solely through the multiplication of endowment into the environment by the persistent magnetic intention. Fourth law, free adjustment. The culture of magnetism imperatively demands that central adjustment of the self to all powers, which realizes in absolute psychic freedom. Fifth law, concentration. The magnetic multiplication of endowment into the environment is only possible to intense, persistent, and unified concentration to the methods of success magnetism. Sixth law, purpose ideals. Growth of noblest magnetism depends, in the larger sense, upon general adherence to a single, preeminent, ideal life purpose, and, in the particular sense, upon specialization of the individual's studied magnetic conduct related to that end. Seventh law, receptivity. The highest magnetism realizes through magnetic laws in proportion as the inner self maintains alert receptivity to the universal forces. Eighth law, demand. The silent, persistent demand of the self upon the universal magnetism makes it a center toward which the forces naturally gravitate. Ninth law, affirmation. Constant, the intense affirmation of actual possessed magnetic power stimulates the success elements, maintains receptivity, emphasizes demand, harmonizes and intensifies inner etheric vibrations and induces a positive ether's positive movement, its forces inward toward the central self. 10th law, psychic energy. All personal magnetism involves psychic energy developed and directed by magnetic intention. 11th law, self-control. Magnetic energy concentrates through psychic control of its tendencies. 12th law, magnetic quality. The inner psychic attitude of the character of magnetic intention determines the quality and effectiveness of the effort to multiply endowment into the environment and, therefore, the kind and degree of magnetism attained. 13th law, self-valuation. Other things being equal, magnetism unfolds as gratifying but unostentatious, self-evaluation develops. 14th law, use of self. Under conformity to other magnetic laws, the highest magnetism issues only from the constant best use of self at its best to the best advantage. 15th law, magnetic heroism. Self-pity, complaint, and all kindred states confuse, weaken and waste every magnetic power variety, while heroic acceptance of conditions for their betterment and courageous assertion of self as master conserve and enormously develop the noblest magnetism in proportion to the magnetic intention's sway. 16th law, action and reaction. The highest magnetism involves studying cultivation and the magnetic utilization of stimulating reactions induced by intelligent employment. 17th law, recovery. On the occasion of any psychic, magnetic, failure or defeat, whoever dedicates the whole of aroused desperation to the recovery of ground infallibly induces a stress in the etheric life around him, which ultimately draws to his aid, with the onsweep of worlds, the universal forces. 18th law, reproduction. Everything is transmitted, everything is transformed, everything is reproduced, okoroics, in physical and psychic health alone. Therefore, are the universal forces transmitted through perfect etheric vibrations, transformed through effective etheric conduction, and reproduced in magnetism by adequate and harmonious psychic control of etheric capabilities. 19th law, superiority of culture. The crude values of natural magnetism, the automatic functions of unconscious magnetism, demonstrate their best solely as they climax in full conscious magnetic culture.